Hello. Good morning, day before Thanksgiving. Are you excited? Because I'm super, super excited. All righty. This is what we are going to be playing with today. Do you guys know what this is? Have you used this before? Because I'm going to be honest, until I got the maker box, I hadn't used this before. So, good morning. My name is Tamara Hudson. I am in Kansas City. I am with Encore. I've been working and playing with items from a maker studio and Amy Howard at home for many, many years, and I love them. And there's a disclaimer before we start this one. I'm not a baker. I'm just a girl who likes to make things. And I hope that you guys are too. And any tips and tricks that you guys have, please let me know. But I'm going to let you know that hi, good morning from Canada. Good morning. How are you? What I love the most about this and all of the stuff that you're going to get in your maker's box, your holiday maker's box, is that you can have really great success. Look at these cookies. How fun did that turn out? And I'm going to turn this down so you can see it all better. But look, I've already got, hello. Oh, good. You're doing good. I love to hear that. Got my little plate of cookies ready for Santa. I'm going to eat them way before then. But I'm going to make sure I can see this over here before I turn it down. And I'm going to show you what all we are going to be working with today. So this is the wooden mold that you're going to get in your holiday box. We're going to make these awesome cookies. We've got the recipe that comes in there with it too. And then here is the fun little gift tag. I think you can barely see it on here. I don't know, but it says for Santa in gold because you get all of this stuff to make cards in your kit as well. Now, I had a ton of fun with this, and I'm going to share a couple things I learned along the way, and then show you how you can package this up and either have as like party gifts for people that are coming over for the holidays, or how to package it up just to give some nice gifts to your friends. So I'm going to turn this down, and then I will make sure we can see everything. And then we're going to get started. You guys having a good day today? I'm super curious too. Let me know if you're hosting at your house this year. How fun is this? You guys get to make this right here. And I know you can see my tripod, but I need it to be really sturdy today because we're going to be banging these on the table. You'll understand that here in a little bit. Okay. So what we're going to be making today is just one of the 8 items that is in your Maker Studio holiday box. You guys, they're a really great deal. You get all the stuff to make 8 different projects. And I'll be honest, I would have never made anything with a wooden mold like this had it not come in my box. This is really nice. It's beautiful. It's definitely nice enough if you wanted to gift it to someone. You can gift the whole box to someone, or you can take those 8 things that are in your box and break them up, or you can make them for yourself. You can do whatever you want to do. But this is a really nice little mold. Okay. I'm going to scoot these over here and bring this forward. And we're going to kind of talk about the things I learned along the way as we're doing this too. So this is the recipe that you're going to get in your box. It should make about 24 cookies. It is a pretty ginger forward. And I have it on really good authority that this recipe is really good for making gingerbread. And after I used this, I'll tell you why. It bakes up really nice and crisp on the outside, but it's yummy on the inside. It holds its shape really well. So here's the thing. You can read in different places that you can prepare this by putting flour. You can do sugar, you can do cocoa, you can do cinnamon. But in this particular mold, this is going to be your best friend using Pam spray. Now, the very first time you get your mold ready to go, you're going to want to be pretty generous with it, okay? think I did good there. You're good because it's not seasoned yet, really. And you can do that with oil. Everybody, I'm sure that our pristine bakers probably have their own way of doing this. I am going to turn, well, I'm not going to turn that. So the other thing that you can do to figure out exactly how much that you need is start by taking small amounts until you get it all filled up. And then you can weigh that if you want to be super precise. Amy's instructions are about a 2-inch ball, and I did mine a little bit bigger, and then I kind of padded it out a little bit. And like I said, this is just kind of some things I did along the way, and I bet you guys have some tips and tricks of your own. I also read that if you go over, if you make it, yep, see, I don't want to spread that right there. See how that's happening? Because I don't want to accidentally get too thin in a spot. So I'm just going to add that now to the top. And I'll tell you what, and I'm literally just showing you what worked best for me. Okay, get that down in there and see how we've got extra. We've got overflow. Not going to worry about that, okay? Because I'm going to use a knife and I'm going to just cut this. There's a lot of debate whether you should use a serrated knife or just a big sharp knife. This worked better for me. Nice sharp knife. Then I'm going to come back in and it's nice and flat, but you see how it already kind of started pulling away from there? That's the trick to getting this out of here, okay? I don't know why I turned that. I apologize. You're going to then pull this. You want it down in there, but you're pushing. See how I'm kind of pushing down and pulling away at the same time because I'm kind of getting it ready for it to plop out of here and onto my cookie sheet, right? Now, this is going to be fun. I'm going to try to do this without this moving too much. And I'm sure there's better ways, but you really then just you bang it till it pops out. Now, when you're transporting it, if you're not doing it directly onto your cookie sheet, you want to make sure you don't hold this up here and let this drag down a little bit. Look, I even got, look how pretty that turned out, how that popped out of there. You're going to put it on parchment paper on a cookie sheet, okay? I did 8 at a time. You could probably easily get 10 on there. And then you're going to put it in a 375-degree oven, depending on what you want. These I did for 16 minutes. I like, and my husband and I both like a kind of a harder cookie, but let me tell you, it's nice and soft on the inside. And I was even thinking, because how fun are these, especially after we get the powdered sugar on them. You could use these with your gingerbread houses, you guys. You could make a little stand and put it in there. And you've got a cookie to go with your gingerbread. You've got a cookie tree to go with your gingerbread village because this holds up so well. I mean, these are good, nice, crisp cookies. So if you want a chewy cookie, you're only going to want to bake it for 12 minutes. Deanna, Norm, you're on here. Oh my gosh, I love you. Oh, Marjorie, hey, good morning. Sorry, I get excited when I see your names. So if you want a chewy cookie, you're going to go anywhere like 12 to 13 minutes, and you know your ovens, okay? This was 16 minutes, and that's what I will do every time. It was absolutely perfect how they came out, okay? So you see what we did there? You saw how I pushed that in there. This is the mold I used. Sprayed it with Pam first. Put my cookie in there. But the big thing is, after I cut it, then I pulled it away from the sides, and it only took about 2 whacks. That is a technical baking term, 2 whacks. Okay. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. And I like both of them. So I'm going to grab 2 of these cookies. Make sure you guys can see them. I'm going to scoot this actually back because you better believe I'm going to bake this because I love them. So I've got my powdered sugar here. You can just kind of tap, tap, tap. Get a little bit of that on there. But one of the things that a recommendation I saw, and I loved it, is to hold that cookie up first and go like this and get your edges. So it really looks like it snowed right on top of your cute little tree. Look at that. See how it just then grabs at the top of each of those little pine cones? I know it's a pine cone and I keep calling it a tree, but you could do whatever you wanted with it, right? Because we are crafting a beautiful life and we are having fun. Just kind of shake that. Get as much snow on there as you want. Okay. But look what else I decided to do. I went rogue. I am going to make sandwich cookies with these because I want to be able to give a gift to my friend. So I just mixed up a buttercream icing, and I am sure there's something better that I could have possibly used. But this is what I had, okay? Get that in here. Use my cup to hold my, just my little Ziploc baggie. Get that down in the corner. I think I got the corner. Oops. It was lipstick. Get that into your corner. And then I'm going to just snip some of that off. Go smaller because you can always go big. You can always make it bigger, right? Okay, so this is the one I'm going to want to put on top. I may have made it too big, but you can bear with me here. Just fill this guy up. Nope, it's not coming out pretty because I made a double scooper. So this is what we're going to do. Live TV, right? I actually made 2 holes in it, so forgive me for that. And I wouldn't be using this big knife, but I'm literally then just going to spread this on here. See, you don't have to be perfect at this to make a wonderful gift. And I don't want that to hold anybody back. I know we want everything to be Instagram and Pinterest perfect. A gift from the heart is way more important. Okay. Now looky here. Okay, that is a nice substantial. I mean, look, it's the size of my hand. So this is what I did next, or I want to do next. I have a little clear gift baggie here. I've got some white paper shreds in there, and I'm gonna just scoot this right on top of those. And I am going to then make a card for it, okay? A little gift tag. So I'm going to scoot this out of the way so I can show you that part. So do you guys have the maker box? If you're watching, let me know if you have the maker box. So this ribbon here comes in your maker box. You have this red ribbon that you can stamp or stencil to make your own beautiful ribbon. And it comes wrapped in this gorgeous green ribbon. And I'm just going to snip that so I have it ready, okay? This is the stencil that I used, or that I liked for Santa. I was thinking you could even, I mean, you could do it. There are 2 different stencils that come in your kit that you don't get unless you order the kit itself. No, there's not a full sheet. And you know what? It didn't take me long. It really did not take me long to get those 8 cookies out once I got a rhythm. And it's totally worth it. Like, I know tomorrow it's going to be my mom and I and Josh for lunch. And I'm only going to have like about 8 or 10 cookies out. I understand if you're making a ton of them. I hear what you're saying. But man, once I got my rhythm down, it was fantastic. Plus, I'm kind of going, you know, I'm wanting you to see it on here. So I'm explaining a lot as I go. And if there's any tips or tricks anybody has for that, let me know too. So on these cards, gift tags, they call them cards. You get cards in there as well, but these are gift tags and they're nice and big. You're going to get 5 different gel art inks as well. And I used the red and the green to do my little holly berries. I know, wipe my hands off. I got Pam all over. You're so welcome, Dale. You get a really good amount in these. Let me tell you, I know for a fact these go far. So I'm not using my spreader. I wanted to show you guys that you can just use on these smaller ones, these just your little artist brush, but make sure you get down in there, okay? Now remember, these stencils are tri-mesh stencils. So think of it as a screen print, okay? Everywhere where it's white, you just need to get your paint through there. And I'm going to grab my green for my little holly leaves. Now, have you guys worked with wooden molds before? I'd be so curious to know. One of the things that I did learn too is after you are done making all your cookies and you clean that baby out, I'm going to show you one of the things in case you get anything caught in there that you can use. All right, here's the big reveal. Da, da, da. You guys know how much I love that. So look how precious that is. This, you're going to plop in your water. You also are going to get a gold paint pen. I'm going to have to turn this upside down because I cannot write upside down. Now, my husband's feelings were very hurt yesterday, Mr. Josh, because he wanted a cookie and I wouldn't let him have one. And then guess what? I ate a cookie. Not going to lie. Okay, let's see. To my love, Josh. Now, I know I don't think it shows up super swell, but I can see it really well here. But the lights are probably making that a little bit more difficult. You know, I've got fancy studio lights in my kitchen. I do have lights. So I've got my green ribbon. And I'm going to use this to poke that through there. Okay, see how I did that? I'm simply making a loop. Oh, I know there's tons of ways you can do this, but this is my favorite. And since you're watching me, that's what you get to see. And then just pull that like that. And then I'm going to grab this cookie I made for him. I've got my double-decker cookie. Take this. Just tie a little knot so he can have this later. Okay, tell me what you guys think. See if I can see any comments on there. If not, I'll definitely get them answered. But look, I mean, this is a sweet little gift. And you're using 2 of the different things that come in your maker's box. Again, there's 8 things that you're going to get in your maker's box. I keep calling maker's box, holiday box. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I wear the antlers so I would remember. But this is the beautiful wood mold. Now, after you are done with it, and I think I may have mentioned this or started to and then got sidetracked. So after you make your cookies, you're going to wash this. If there are any bits that are left in there, I have these left over from a crafting class that I went to where we learned to decorate cookies. And you can pick up these little guys from the Dollar Tree. And then you can just use this if you have any little bits that are in there, just to kind of clean that out a little bit. And then you're going to want to use an oil, a food grade oil, olive oil, to season it so you don't want this drying out. Like you don't want to, you're going to wash this in hot water, and I used soap, but then I just put a drop of oil and just kind of spread that all around in there because I want this to last forever, because I'm made up. I am in love with using that to make these fun cookies. using this mold. And then we made gift tags. Now, there's so many things that you can do and so many ways that you can present these, but I think this is a fairly quick and easy way to come up with a pretty impressive little gift for somebody special in your life. I hope you guys had fun. And like I said, disclaimer, I am not a fancy baker. This was something brand new to me, but I'm going to be doing it a lot. And the only way you can get the mold, actually, I'm sure somebody's going to ask that question, is with the Holiday Maker box. But there's all kinds of goodies that you're going to get in there. So I appreciate you for watching. Please ask me any questions. I'll do my best. If I don't know the answer, I will find it out for you. And this is Tamara. Normally it's Thursdays with Tamara, but tomorrow we're all going to be eating turkey. And I am so grateful for all of you for tuning in. Ooh, I didn't know that was going to happen. I'm very grateful for Amy Howard, and because I have been able to make a really good living using her products for the last 10 years because I've enjoyed working with my hands and getting to do things with you guys. If you know me, you know I'm a crier. I didn't know I was going to cry, and I'm sorry. Have a wonderful day and have a beautiful Thanksgiving, okay?